Welcome back, fellas. Back with another barbecue video. Thanks a lot for the support on my last barbecue video fixing the auger, which turned out to be the motor was burnt out. But here we are again, and this time I'm not necessarily fixing my barbecue. I'm adding the sear box. This guy right here. As you can tell, it's a little faded. I've had it for a couple months now, but finally have some time, and I'm gonna dive into it right now. It shouldn't take very long. From what I've seen and heard, it takes about 30 minutes, and I really need to hopefully get it done that quick because I got a barbecue here pretty soon, and I got decent amount of people coming over, so I need to get this thing going. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I had to install the handle. Pretty easy to do, obviously. And then you got to pull all the guts out so you can make it easy to get access to all the holes where the hardware goes. And here's a better view here. Right, so you got to pull all the guts out so you can get to all of these, so you can put all the hardware in, which will match all this over here. So we got to pull all this out so we can remove this shelf. Alrighty, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so first thing that I'm going to do is attach the center one, so then I could move it and line up the rest of the holes. So I just need to attach the center hole with this center hole, and once I get it on there, then I could rotate it or shift it to match the rest of them. And it's recommended to use the hardware that the searing box comes with. Don't use the hardware you just pulled off to remove the shelf. Okay, so I have it in place right now. Obviously it's not tight, so I can move it as needed, and I'll show you. Okay, so I put this screw in right there, and now you can move this around until the other holes line up, like so. Okay, now we'll put the rest of the hardware in. Now the last step, this guy right here, I believe it goes from the inside, and or maybe not. I'll have to read the instruction. This is called the leveling screw, and it makes this from going this way and this way, and it has something to do with the lid being able to shut without hitting the barbecue. So you want to level it this way. So I'll show you guys when I get to that step. Lock washer, regular washer. And just line up the holes and tighten them up. Obviously you don't want to tighten one by one. You want to do it, crisscross, tighten one, then go to the next one, and so on. You guys know that. That's basic. Alright guys, I tightened all 4 screws in, just pretty snug. Again, they all have lock washers, the last thing you want to do is check the level, and there's a screw at the very bottom in the center, and that one, as you screw it in, it will push the grill upward and so on. So checking it with my level. So checking it with my level, it just needs to move up just a skosh, just barely. I mean, it's pretty much there. Just a little bit. So I'll do that, bring it to level, and then we'll just put all the guts back inside and pretty much ready to roll. All right, here we go. Just a little bit more. That's it. It's pretty good to me. So all I did is the bottom screw, I just pushed it in, which made the grill move upwards a little bit. So it went from here to here. Just brought it to level, and obviously you want it level because inside there's a drip tray, and you want that to be right, not to pull up on one side. So now we're going to put the guts back in and fire this thing up, cure it, and get ready for tonight. Oh yes, I forgot, now that we're on home stretch, a little bush latte won't hurt anyone. Cheers. Now this guy weighs a bunch, super heavy. You can tell it's good quality stuff right here. Yeah, baby. Okay, last thing is the knob. Really heavy duty. It's not plastic or anything. I think it's some kind of aluminum, but it's heavy. It's good stuff, good quality. Alright, so obviously you just slip it on, and then through this hole they included an Allen wrench, and you just tighten this baby up, and it will be nice and snug on that knob right there. Okay, next step, we're gonna, on the back side there's a hook for the tank. I'll show you guys how that gets installed. Alright you guys, so these two screws right here on the very back of the barbecue closest to the searing box, there's two screws right here. You just pull those off, and then you put this hook in, and as you can tell, this thing has a little curvature to it just to follow the natural curvature of the barbecue. And the hardware is already here on the barbecue, so all you got to do is back those out and put this baby in. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Get it nice and snug. Okay. Let me grab the propane tank. Okay, let's put the bucket back. There you go. Let's see if it works. Let me turn the tank on. Tank on. Doesn't have a spark. Let's see what's going on here. It worked. I think the spark rod was like literally touching the burner, so I just moved it up a little bit so it has a good spark. I'm gonna move it up a little bit more. Yep. There it goes. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to read the instructions really quick on how to cure this, and I'll show you guys. You probably need to bring it up to a certain temperature, put some oil on there, and burn it off. But let me look at it real quick. I'll get back on here. Thanks. Alright, boys and girls, so I just read the instructions. You don't have to cure the cast iron grill. It already has some sort of manufacturer oil on there. It just says to make sure to burn the oil off by running it on high for 10 minutes. So I'm just going to set my timer for 10 minutes, burn the sucker off, turn it off, and here in a little bit I'm going to throw some ribeyes with bone in on the smoker for about an hour. Cook them low and slow to about 100 degrees, 105 degrees, and then sear them on the searing box. Super jacked to see how it turns out. Thanks for watching the video, everyone, and just like always, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel if this was at all informative, helpful, enjoyable, or anything else in between. Thanks.